When we finally told them that they were going to the zoo, because we've kept it a secret for a little while, they were so excited and haven't stopped talking about it. And every time it comes up, it's like, oh, can we go and see this? And oh, what, is that still there? And it's like, we're gonna go find out. So they're so excited.
There's a play area.
Oh, there is some play areas in the zoo, maybe, if we're super good. Theo. Oh, we can go and see if there's some really good slides. Nella?
We had lots of talk about the ones that have been there before, who's been to the zoo, who hasn't been to the zoo, what they saw at the zoo, what's going to be open at the zoo, what's not going to be open the last time they went. So yeah, we had lots of excitement. We did a library session on Wednesday with Laura Wall's book, with Goose going to the zoo. They were very excited when they found out they were going, and they were all like really excited because they know it's coming up soon on Monday.
They're excited to see the different habitats. We've been learning about that in our science at the moment. So like birds they're very interested in. One of them's really excited to see the flamingos. She's very excited because they're pink.
What's your favourite animal?
It's the gorillas.
Why do you like gorillas?
Because they're super strong.
Super strong. Can you pose like a gorilla? Can you give me a strong gorilla pose?
So in 2023, we've been welcoming schools to visit Paignton Zoo and Newquay Zoo for free with their classes. So from early years up to 16 years old, we've had lots of pupils coming to have a day here at the zoo for free. Herbert Whitley started this zoo 100 years ago, so we were looking for a way to celebrate that 100th anniversary in a way that was appropriate. And he started this zoo with education at its centre, and we thought that inviting children to visit for free would be a wonderful way to celebrate our centenary. When we were planning the offer, we really wanted pupils to know that we're 100 years old and that we care for some really special animals, many of which are endangered. So we've been setting that as a mission. When the children come here, they spend each day looking for an endangered or a critically endangered species that we hold. So I would hope that when the teachers go back to their classroom, they'll use the experiences that their pupils have had, and then they'll use those during the learning process as it goes on. So whether they are learning about nature and conservation, or whether they're learning about a different subject entirely and they choose to use their day here at the zoo, I think that would be great if they can draw upon the experiences here at the zoo and then embed it into their classroom learning. I think if a pupil can come here and walk away feeling better connected to the natural world, that would be the magic moment. And that's really hard to achieve. You've got a busy school visit, busy day, lots of friends and experiences and excitement. But really, if they can see a giraffe and appreciate how very big they are, how tall they are, if they can see an animal that interests them, that just catches their curiosity and helps them to feel a better connection to the natural world, that's what we really want and need. I think a lot of parents are facing up to a cost of living crisis. They're seeing their bills going up, and to then have to pay out for a school trip just adds to their worries. So if we can take that component of a school trip and just cut it out so schools can visit for free this year, then we can make our experience accessible to more pupils. And that's been wonderful. We've had a number of schools who visited and said that they wouldn't have been able to come without our offer in place. I think that the experience that we offer, that connection to nature and that learning experience, should be open to everyone, and it's been wonderful to be able to do that.
I think it's a really great opportunity for children to go on trips, especially in the local area, because with the cost of living crisis, some children might not be able to afford to go there, and the actual fact that the zoo has opened their doors and offered free trips to children, I think that's really wonderful, that every child gets the opportunity to go and see the animals and go and experience a trip with their peers, which is a really wonderful thing to do.
Some children haven't actually ever been to the zoo. They don't get the chance with their parents, so this is like the only chance they get to go. So I think really it's a nice experience for them.
It's been a really busy year so far, and I think that at the end of the year, when we've pushed ourselves as much as we can and we've taken a deep breath and recovered, then I'm hoping that we're going to look back on it as a year in which we've reached lots of pupils who maybe wouldn't have been able to visit us without the offer. And I'm hoping that maybe we'll bump into those pupils and they'll remember their day at the zoo and be able to tell us that they saw an endangered animal, and it was a ... whatever their new favourite animal might be. My favourite moment is when you get a small child running up to you saying they've seen an endangered animal. As part of the welcome for our groups, we set them the mission of going to look for an endangered or a critically endangered animal. So when you get a small school child running up to you saying, "Oh, Matt, I've seen an animal, it was endangered," that's when you know that they're really getting the mission that we're on to help species decline.